Greetings YouTube and welcome back to another vlog. I hope you're all doing well. I'm not doing too bad myself. I was going to do one of these a bit earlier on, however, my stuff that I bought from eBay hadn't arrived, so I decided to wait until my pickups had come. So I'll show you them in a minute, and I'm going to rip my team a new arsehole because enough is enough. But before we get into those topics, I want to say something, and I've noticed everyone. It's not just my channel; it's happening with everyone's. Where comments just not seems to be coming through. Yeah, well, when I first started YouTube, and for other people like years ago or whenever, no matter what channel size you are, big or small, you used to be able to get more comments. But now it's like as if YouTube is monitoring you. I need to say monetizing. I don't monetize, by the way. Thank God for that. But it's like as if they're monitoring on people's comments. So you may think that you've posted a comment and then you go back on the video only to realize. Sorry, I got to fix my glasses a bit skew. But anyway, it's doing it with it's hiding comments, and then I try and look for them and I can't find them, even though I've been through all the settings and everything, YouTube Studio and all that bollocks. Nothing happens. So as I say, it could be on anyone's channel. Doesn't have to be me. It can be any size channel, big or small. Always make sure that you post your comment, because because sometimes, even if you do, sometimes you then go back on the video and then you realise that your comment isn't there. So unfortunately, there are times where you'll have to try and post the same comment multiple times in order for it to get through. It's annoying. It shouldn't be like that, but that's the way YouTube is. So, and another thing is, as well, videos are not getting to certain subscribers, even though they're subscribed to your channel or you're subscribed to theirs. They've produced a video, but you know nothing about it, and it's annoying. And then they think, oh, why hasn't he made a video in like several months? Even though a certain channel may upload like every single day or every other day, and yet it's not coming through to you, even with the notification bell pressed, even with the notification bells turned on, so that you get all notifications. It doesn't work. YouTube needs to fix it, and not enough people are calling it out. YouTube are just happy to sit on their ass and allow all these bugs to happen. I get that. I know nobody's perfect, but as I say, fucking show some effort. There's no harm in showing a bit of effort. Have you put in the effort, or if you haven't got the fucking balls to do it, just go and get another job or just go on the dole. It's absolutely annoying. And yet my last vlog that I did, I only received, again, I don't know what the hell's happening. I only got a response from one channel. Again, what the fuck's going on? And I don't know what the hell is going on. As I say, what more do you want? What more do you want me to do? I'm trying my absolute hardest. I enjoy doing these videos, but because YouTube is killing off interaction, it's ruining a lot of my enjoyment, and I don't want that to become the case. I want to continue doing the vlogs, even if they're not as regular as they used to be, because I've got stuff going on. But as I say, the more YouTube kills off interaction, the less inclined I'm actually going to upload anything, because I like to hear your opinions. Yeah, I do. I like hearing what everyone has to say. I don't have to necessarily agree with a person's opinion or anything like that. At least it's something. I feel, I don't know, I feel happy knowing that people enjoy what I do. I know it's a shame, and then you get some people saying, oh yeah, and then you get some people who say, oh yeah, I've watched the video, and Yeah, the thing is, I do believe him, but when you can't see the comment, it's a bit tricky. So you can't always decipher whether they did watch the video or not. I know for the most part that they did, but because their comment isn't showing up, it sometimes can make things a bit harder for others to figure that out. And yeah, I don't know what to do. I really don't. I've tried everything. And then the thing is, I found out the only way that you're going to get interaction, well, won't say it's the only way, but the way that YouTube would rather you do it is if you sold your soul to the devil. And I won't do that. I'm just a genuine person. I won't sell out for anything. I'm not interested in clicks and views or anything like that. I just want to do what I want to do. And the thing is, I wish more people would get to see more, how can I put it, more authentic channels, ones who speak the truth, not these clickbait channels who will do anything to please the happy clappers. Yeah, and they'll fucking wank off to anything, even if it has a wank off to anything that has a pulse. But I'm done that. I don't know, I'm just absolutely baffled. I'm bewildered, annoyed, but you can't do anything about it. And then you get people saying get used to it. The thing is, you shouldn't have to get used to it because YouTube, it's about you. It should be about the person. But now, a lot of people, unfortunately, are doing YouTube for the wrong reasons. Yeah, and they're not being true to themselves. They have to lie to the public. Yeah, because they don't want people to know that they're a shallow piece of shit. And you know what? They are. And the thing is, most people probably know, most Joe blogs know they are, but they still try and put on this fake persona where it's all like rainbows and everything. But you're not being true to yourself. I wish YouTube would have more, like I say, more proper people on there. You know what I mean? You just your typical Joe blogs, not your wannabe celebrities and all that bollocks. Not for me. I just want YouTube to be the way it used to be. Unfortunately, it won't be like that. But I'd say it's something. I mean, just try. You never know. It may work for you, but for the most part, it won't. But as I said, just try. I don't know what's going on, and people have allowed this to fester for so long. Now, I've been calling it out for as long as I can remember, but now it's like as if the people who are calling it out now have caught on way too little, too late. And I've seen the way that YouTube was going for how many years? I don't know. Well before COVID, and unfortunately, it's become worse. And if you notice, I keep looking at the screens because I'm watching the Celtic versus Hearts game, and depending what happens, we're now in the 90th minute as it stands. It's currently 1-0. No, it's not. It's 2-1 to Celtic. For fuck's sake, they're going to win the Scottish League again. But the thing is, I'm not surprised. But I mean, Hearts have been absolutely fantastic this season. Yeah, they're going to win the Scottish League again, though, Celtic. But I wasn't expecting Hearts to do what they done. Fair play. Anyway, what was I talking about? Oh yeah, I was talking about the way YouTube has been with comments and the algorithm. Like they'd much rather you watch the clickbait channels that spout loads of bollocks. And then the sad thing is, people who've got brains like a sheep. Actually, that's probably an insult to sheep. Sorry, sheep. Sorry, I offended that animal. But anyway, but people with a brain the size of a garden pea, they'll believe any of the shit that's been told, even when they can't be asked into looking into the facts themselves. So they'll believe anything like these morons will tell you. And they're like bloody lemmings. Like, if it's like it's gets about like if they tell you to walk off a cliff, you probably would, because that's the mentality. It's like you have to look up to these. You have to look up to these influencers. Yeah, they're influencing. They're a bad influence. That's all I can say. It's like if they're like your leader. Yeah. And then you end up becoming part of a cult and you don't realize it even though the signs are obvious. Yeah. Oh yeah, I have to do what my Lord and Savior tells me to do. I have to do all that. Nah. When it's a shame to see people not being people and just being sheep doing what the media is telling them to do, regardless if it's the right thing or not. Most of the time, it isn't the right thing, but yeah. And anyway, I will move away from that because I wish YouTube was sorted, get its act together, but it probably won't, and people won't do anything about it. You just sit on their ass. But as I say, more people need to speak up, and we shall see what happens. But now, anyway, oh yeah, I've got two pickups to show you, and the DVDs. So anyway, we'll get on to the first one. Obviously, the films. One of them is a collection of films, and the other one is a movie from Steven Spielberg. And it will show you the film from Spielberg first. And it's one of my all-time favorite films. It's not my absolute favorite film of all time, but it's definitely one of my favorites that Spielberg ever did. And this was one of his very first films. Not his very first, but one of his earliest ones, and it's from 1971, and that is the film Duel. And yeah, I used to watch that film all the time with my dad when I was a kid. I don't know what it was about this film. I loved it, even though it did terrify me with how with the truck in like the background. I was like up the car's ass. But yeah, it honestly there's not an awful lot of dialogue in that film, but the action does all the talking. So yeah. So it says on the back of this, if I can, I'll read it here. It says before spinning cinematic gold from sharks, dinosaurs, and homesick aliens, a young Steven Spielberg directed this high velocity thriller about an innocent motorist terrorized. I can't even speak today. Terrorized by an evil truck. Spielberg's first full feature length movie, Duel helped jumpstart the director's big screen career with a gripping, action packed story hailed by critics as a film that belongs on the classic shelf for classic shelf reserved for top suspensors. Yeah, Dennis Weaver stars as the travelling salesman waging a desperate battle for survival after he is mysteriously singled out for destruction. Praise for its deft use of relentlessly mounted psychological tension, Duel features one of the most uniquely terrifying characters in movie history, a massive roaring 40-ton truck with more sheer menace than most flesh and blood villains. But Steven Spielberg was just getting started. A few years later, the action of Spielberg's blockbuster hit Jaws would echo Duel's tale of a lone hero in a heart-stopping fight to the finish against a monstrous inhuman foe. So yeah, that's pretty much the premise of Duel. But I tell you what, I mean, the film itself is how long is it? I'm just having a look at the runtime. Sometimes it's like an hour and 26 minutes, so 86 minutes. It goes by. The film goes by really fast. You have such a good time. You won't think it was a film that long. You just sit down, you stick it on, and then before you know it, the film's over. But you get that engrossed into it. So that's that. And now we've got a collection of films. They're all from this same series, and the fact that I didn't have these was excuse me, got a big trap win. It was quite astonishing. So of course I bought the Dirty Harry collection, obviously. And the biggest reason why I bought this because I haven't seen all the Dirty Harry films in the series. There's only five. There's five of these films. Though Dirty Harry. There's two discs. There's because Dirty Harry's a special edition one, and then the other films are just the standard films on their own. So yeah, we've got Dirty Harry, which is an absolute classic. We got. I don't know. I'm having a bit of a brain fart today. My mind went somewhere else. I was thinking what I was having for me tea. Why I was doing that, I don't know. But anyway, we got Dirty Harry, Magnum Force. Haven't seen that one in a long time. I remember not enjoying it as much as Dirty Harry, but still had a good time. The Enforcer, that was really good as well. Sudden Impact, I haven't seen that, I'll be honest with you. I'll be honest, I haven't seen Sudden Impact, and I haven't seen the Deadpool. So I'm going to have to make up for lost time. And I'll see, I mean, there's Dirty Harry itself, and then we got, I'd say they're all like back to front. So they've got, Magnum Force, the Enforcer, and then, of course, we've got the Sudden Impact and the Deadpool. So, yes, so obviously you've got your good old Harry Callahan. But the thing is that I need to get more into my Clint Eastwood films. I don't need to get a few more of his. And the thing is, when I watched his films as a kid, apart from the odd few, I wasn't really his biggest fan. But as I've gotten older, I've gone to appreciate his films more. So that's it. That's all the pickups I gotta show you. And next time we'll do a vlog. There'll be more, obviously. Still got more stuff to come. But I thought I had enough stuff to show you. And Celtic have made it 3-1, so the title's going to Celtic, I'm afraid to say. But okay, so we'll move on to talk about my club, Liverpool. And it's been an absolute shit show of a season. And last night, we lost to Aston Villa 4-2. And our scoreline, let's be honest with you, Villa could have easily scored more. They could have scored more and should have scored more because we were absolutely rubbish. Did Villa play well? The thing is with teams, not just as Villa, you don't have to play well. We're just that bad. And that is our 19th defeat. 19th defeat in all competitions this season. For a club like Liverpool, that is completely and totally unacceptable. And the fact that they've kept slot for this long just shows you that the board have no ambition. If they say that they do, they're fucking lying through their back teeth. And anyone who believes that rubbish, get help. I don't even know what else to say. And you have like the managers and everything saying, oh yeah, we'll take responsibility. We need to do something, but you're not doing it. The only thing you're doing is talking. You're doing all the talking, but you're not doing anything else. Back those actions. Back those words with actions. There's no point using those words if you're not going to use them to improve. There's no point because you can't just say you're going to do one thing and then do the exact opposite and do completely nothing. And yeah, as I say, 4-2. That scoreline was very generous to us. It should have been 7-2 like it was in 2020 when we played them. And that was just absolutely ridiculous. No fight, no passion, nothing. And Villa, with them beating Liverpool, with them winning, they've secured Champions League for next season. And the thing is, even if they didn't score it, they can still get it anyway if they win the Europa League. I think they will. And Celtic have won the title. Yeah, finished 3-1 between them and Hearts in the title decider. But anyway, go back onto Liverpool and the excuses and everything. He keeps saying, "Oh yeah," but he keeps mentioning stuff like fine margins and I don't know, low blocks. And he says we're going to do stuff to deal with it, but we don't. The players clearly don't give a damn. They don't want to play under the manager. But at the same time, they still have to do their job and perform. And they haven't, apart from like Sabazlai, who's on this calendar, because I got the new Liverpool calendar for 2026. But yeah, I'm just I'm at a loss. And hopefully, as I say, I hope the club do the right thing and sack Slot. I have a bad feeling that he'll stay for next season. And then the standards for the club will just drop further and further down into the ground. And all this happy clapping saying, "Oh, we'll improve." You're deluded. What evidence do you have to suggest that he's going to turn things around? There's no excuse. He won the league last year. You can't just win the league and then just, "Oh yeah, we'll just about scrape into the Champions League." And if we lose to Brentford, God forbid if that happens, if we lose to Brentford, we might not even get Champions League football for next season. And depending on what Bournemouth's last two results are, it's an absolute fucking disgrace. If we'd have sacked Slot earlier, if we'd have sacked Slot this season and replaced him, I would have. I won't be having this conversation because you know as well as any other football fan knows that if the dressing room is lost, do the right thing, sack the manager. Again, obviously, the players deserve some of the blame as well. Yeah, they were absolutely horrific last night. But again, they've allowed this to fester. And I don't know. To the rival fans who are laughing at us, we deserve it. We're absolutely rubbish. And it's getting to the point where they're more confident of getting 3 points against us, and then compared to us Liverpool fans getting 3 points against their team. And I don't know, it's terrible. United have, they finished, they've secured third place. They deserve it, unfortunately for us. Listen, look at the difference they've made by bringing in Michael Carrick as like interim manager to replace Ruben Amorim. And you know what? He may even get the United job permanently. And you know what? It could work out well, or it could end up being another Ole Gunnar Solskjaer situation. It could well be. Excuse me. I had a McDonald's for me dinner, so yeah, I had a quick sip of my drink because my mouth was getting a bit dry from all the ranting. I don't mean to be like this, but when you see your team play this crap week in, week out, it does, like I say, it begins to wear thin on you. And as I say, it shouldn't be like that. I want to come on here smiling and everything. Well, don't get me wrong, I was happy. I'm happy to do the vlog because, like I say, because I had stuff to show you. But at the same time, you want to show people that there's more to you than just that. Obviously, you just want to show people there's like a different side to you have your happy side, you have your angry side, you have your your undecisive side or whatever. Anything that comes. That's what she said. But anyway, do I have anything else to talk about? I gotta be honest with you, I can't think of anything else for the time being. So I think I will leave the video there. So until then, I hope you all have a great rest of your weekend or a great week and all that. So yeah, I will see you all very soon. I will see you soon. Take care and goodbye.